name is John Edmonson, and I'm the Director of Wellness at Healing Springs Ranch. My job here today is to help you, the first responders, learn how to mitigate your stress, be the best you can be at your job, and get the most out of life. Because the reality is, you deserve it based off of everything that you do every day. So what we're going to do is I'm going to walk you through some experiences and activities and exercises to give you your own toolbox, to put the power in your hands so you can learn how to mitigate and manage your own stress on your own. So let's go ahead and get started. So you just come off of a shift, or you had an experience. This is like a trigger, something that stressed you or created anxiety, frustration, or concern. Likely you did your job pretty well, but now it's time to manage everything that happened during your day or during the moment. Now what I want to do is show you a couple tricks that are going to help you do that. It's going to be about getting into the body, getting into the moment and being present. Now all that sounds great, but let's actually take a look at how to do it. So here we go. The first thing is that if you've gone through a stressful situation, like most human beings, although you manage it well, although you're sharp in the moment, adrenaline is going through your body, your heart rate is going up, your breathing is increased, your nervous system is activated. You may even experience your hands shaking afterwards. That's normal, that's great. It means you're alive and everything's functioning really well. The tendency sometimes is to try to fight that, to override it. And there are moments where you should. When you're in the middle of the action, when you're in the middle of the moment, you have to just put that somewhere else. But now it's feeling it, it's game time is over, now it's time to just relax, center, enjoy the rest of your day, or get your mind ready for the next moment, the next call. So here's what it looks like. The first thing is learning how to take a deep breath. Now before you get rid of it, before you decide that's not the right thing to do or it's not for you, give it a try with me first. So here we go. What I want you to do is take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And I'll tell you what, I'll do it with you. So let's give it a try. You breathe in through the nose, much as you can, and out through the mouth. Since we did it once, why don't we give it one more time? So you're going to breathe through your nose, out through your mouth. Take a minute and notice how you feel. It may help you relax just a little bit, but there's more to it. When you're going through those situations, the adrenaline kicked in. Maybe some of that's still there with you. How do you get rid of it? What do you do with it? Well, there was a case study that talked about emotions and the body. Now, I know a lot of people don't like to talk about emotions. I know there's a lot of really strong and tough men and women out there, but let's talk about it just from the sense of what to do with it so we don't have that come in our face too much. So here we go. Basically, they did this study, and there was emotions that were depicted in different parts of the body. They surveyed over 400 people, and they said, where do you feel anger, worry, concern, shame inside your body? And what you're seeing are the patterns over all those people, what it actually look like. So some people, they hold their anxiety in their chest. Maybe you hold your stress, your worry in your neck or in your shoulders. Some people even in their jaw. And we want to work to release that, to let it go. One of the ways to do it, and you can use this when you're out, depending on what you're doing. If you're trying to converse with someone or talk to someone, their stress is high and you're trying to bring yours down to calm the situation, is get into your legs. So we have a tendency, when we stand, if we're trying to hold emotion, we're trying not to feel anything, we'll lock our legs out. And that can be great to get you through the moment, but it can also create anxiety later on. What I'm going to invite you to do is bend your knees just ever so slightly. The reason is you engage the leg muscles a little bit, and that's going to allow you to kind of disperse some of the tension that was in your neck, your shoulders, your jaw, and get it more through your entire body. Okay? So what I want you to do now is give it a try with me. And here's what it looks like. You're just going to put your toes forward, bend your knees slightly. And we're going to take a deep breath in and sink down a little bit and then come up and rise some. So try it with me, just twice. See how you feel. So you're going to breathe in, sink a little bit. Breathe out, imagine you're pushing the floor away from you. One more time, breathe in. And again, imagine you're pushing the floor away and just push with your legs. And you come back up. Now some people ask me, Can I do that, with working out, weightlifting, or other activities? Most definitely. But the key is that you do it with your mind there. You're paying attention to your legs, you're paying attention to your breath, and you're there and present in the moment. So just take a moment, notice how you feel. Now, there's a couple other tricks too. So there's a hormone, it's called oxytocin. You don't have to remember that, you just need to know the effect of it. And what it does, it helps you calm, helps you center. You probably had that experience where you're so stressed or frustrated, you can't think. I know I have, and many people have as well. I have family members that work in the ER, or friends that are working in emergency and first responders, and they all tell me the same thing. It's that at some point they get so stressed that they can't even think anymore. Well, it's normal, but let's see if we can fix it together. So here's the trick. That oxytocin release, something you can put into your body that's already there, actually release it from your body, that's going to help you get calm, centered, and think more clear. The great thing about that is when you become calm and that happens inside of you, the people around you become much calmer. So I'm going to give you an easy way to try it, and then you can make it yours and see how you want to do it. Just take your right hand, put it on your heart. Now don't worry, I won't ask you to do this in public. We're just doing this right now together. Now, leave your hand here for a minute. We're going to go back to breathing. I'm going to talk about breathing, how that's going to help you. And then we'll leave this here and see how it feels after a while. So the first thing is take another deep breath in. Exhale out. And one more of those. Breathe in. Exhale out. Keep your hand here for a moment. The reason I want you to breathe like that is because it helps regulate the nervous system. What does that mean? Well, basically, when you inhale, that's like hitting the gas. That's like turning the energy on. And you've seen that. I'm sure you've watched plenty of people before they get excited, before they take an action. They'll take that deep inhale in, like they're ready for something. Great. But then what do you do when it's too much? You exhale out. When you're breathing out like that, you're activating the parasympathetic nervous system. And what that does, that'll help you calm, center, and think more clearly. When could you use that? At the end of the day. You've gone through everything, you've finally made it home, you're looking for a way to calm yourself that's not going to cause you stress later on, not going to harm you later on. Breathe. You're sitting in the car, you're about to walk in the door. Maybe your significant other's in there, but you need to drop your stress before you walk in the door so you can feel better, feel more comfortable. You don't get that question, what's wrong all the time, or are you okay? You sit in the car, your hands on your heart, wherever you like it. Take a deep breath in and breathe out. All right. So you probably had left it there, and hopefully you felt a difference. Something that was a little bit of a change in your experience. Now, a lot of people ask me, John, I don't want to leave my hand on my heart, especially in public. No problem. You can do it different ways. Maybe cross one hand here, one hand here. And maybe just have your finger pressing right here underneath the nose. It makes you look like you're focused, makes you look like you're thinking. And a lot of you probably do this anyway, but I'd invite you to do it with intention. Literally feel your finger pressing here on your lip. Literally feel your hand pressing here and your other hand on top of it. The science behind that is that when our brain believes we're having social touch, much like if we're here, or if you choose later on your car here, it thinks that, well, that social touch is happening, even though it's your own hand, and then it releases the oxytocin, giving a signal to your whole body to relax, to calm, and to recenter. And if you use this on a regular basis, the magical thing is that over time, it'll work quicker and quicker. Over time, just like when you started your work and you were excited about it, and then the stress started to kick in, the stress got higher and higher, this will help you bring that stress lower and lower, one day at a time, if you use it, if you implement it on a regular basis.